Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to the Homestead mod pack. Ah, the dulcet sounds of our farm animals. We have garden paths to create, roofs to build, and balconies to sing from. Or something like that. We're going to work on the house today and do a little base visual improvement. So I've started that trend by actually giving our little furry critters a roof. So we have an actual barn for the animals, and I have a little horse barn started so that we can go grab Maple Bottom and put him in his new home. But I want to start this morning off by shearing our sheep friends. We're all domestic all the time today. I think we're done trying to figure out, create stuff for an episode. We need a little brain break. We're just gonna play some Minecraft. You guys are so loud. I did cull our cow friends, so there are not nearly as many of them anymore. And I gave them some bushes, like the chickens, and decorated the path. I found this wonderful thing called dirty gravel from Chipped. Super awesome. Wow, why you gotta have another egg when I'm walking away? Thanks. The eggs are for eating, in case that was unclear. So, little coarse dirt. I love the coarse dirt texture in this pack, where I've turned my shaders off, so we're just rocking the textures that came with the Homestead mod pack. So all I did was add a little bit of this other dirt, coarse dirt, and a little bit of gravel to the path, and some bushes, because bushes make everything better. These are just oak leaves. But it changed this whole little hillside. Like, I'm actually impressed by how much just a little landscaping changes the view. I brought some of the, I've been fishing, so I brought some of the lily pads over here. Oh, we do have some, what are y'all, cattails? I wanted to go to other biomes and get some cattails. I went on a little adventure. So we had followed this river down, and so I got out like right here and went through this field basically and over this area, which is the savanna, the baobab savanna, and I found some really interesting things. First, most exciting, and we'll probably do this at the end of the episode, I found a mine shaft. Woo! Very exciting. Jung's mine shafts, which are just phenomenal. And I gotta look at the camera for this one. You know everything we did yesterday to make mud? You know, we set up the create, and the water, and the automation, and the dirt. And I was stressed about how to go tear down mountains and get more dirt so we can make packed mud. I've been growing all this wheat so we can make packed mud. Right? So we can make the bricks, so we can make the roofs, to make the roofs on the building of the build. It's been like 2 episodes. Packed mud. Hey, Melissa. This whole biome is covered in packed mud, like more than we will ever use. And coarse dirt. But mostly packed mud. I dug out a whole hillside. Yeah. So, note to self, if you've got biomes plenty, or the biomes we've gone, there's biomes with packed mud. You don't have to make it. We'll use it. I'll make regular mud or something. But, yeah. Look at all that. I still have to dye it. I do still have to dye it, because the recipe for the dark blue roofs and any roof, we're using the dark oak, calls for colored mud bricks. So we need to turn the packed mud into bricks and then dye it, and I've been farming the blue flowers to do that. So we have a couple stacks, and I think, I I'm kind of hoping we can run it through the crusher and get 2 blue dye for it instead of 1. Yes, that would be excellent. Okay, we might do that. Nice. I have a little bit of dark oak. The other thing we're gonna do today, I know I promised no create, but I've already done the work. We're just gonna push the button and see if it works. So, our tree farm, beautiful, right? Worked so well. We have the carry-on mod. I pulled the chest that had the oak stuff and set it over here and gave him a new chest. Oops. I need to make an upgrade for that. Woo! And I have set this up for dark oak. So they're little squares of 4 and then cobblestone where I don't want it to plant anything, right? So hypothetically, and I've put oak saplings in it and changed the sapling filter to be oak instead of, I'm sorry, to be dark oak. So hypothetically, this should grow dark oak trees. Let me grab some bone meal. Do I have some on me? No. Let's grab some bone meal and put our eggs away. Bone diddy bone. This is part of our building today. Look at these. Dark oak fences from Fetsy's Asian decoration. Aren't they beautiful? I think they're much more fairy-like than our plain vanilla version. So I want to go around and replace everything I've set down with the Fetsy version. I've done a couple of them, just so I can see them, and they're great. Okay, can we get you to grow? Okay, that's good. I hope this works. I think it'll be able to handle it. Because the trees are weird. Oh, it got it. And you plant the other ones. Nice. And then, oops, I need to change the filter. That's okay. Can I have some of this and this? Okay. I want you to drop that and that off in addition, okay? Oh, and you're dropping off all your... We don't want you to... I don't want you to drop off the oak saplings. Oops. Okay, well, he already did. So there you have it. Forgot to change the filter. Please. Oh, that's an allow. Yeah, don't allow dark oak saplings. Oh, probably because I didn't have the filter on it. Right? Right. We'll go with that theory. It should not drop them off this time. Yeah, nothing. But if I put all this oak in you, you should drop that off. That's the theory. Yeah, nice. Good, good. I'm gonna maybe grow one more tree just so we can get some. Oh, there we go. It's doing a thing. Now the weird dirt things that pop up, I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. Somehow it sucks dirt up into it. I don't know that the tree growing mechanic is... Yeah, see? I don't know if dirt will stop it. I hope not. We may just have to babysit it. See, now this one's up high, so it's not interfering. And technically, that's a tile entity. So it shouldn't stop, even with dirt. It should just ignore it. Look at all that. So far, so good. I'm going to put the dirt in there because I don't want to carry it around. Okay. Nice. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff I want to make. And if I were really smart, I I would put a crafting table up here. Wow, that got dark really fast. Wonder if I should put lanterns on those fences. Just because those trees are really dark. I do not want things spawning under them. No siree. Oh, how are you doing this morning, Melissa? I hope you're having a good day. I have a sip of tea. Earl Grey, decaf, of course. So good. It's another glorious morning in Minecraft. Maple Bottom, let's take you to your new casa. I made it just for you. And other potential horses that we gather. I want to tame some horses today. If we can find some with good stats. Dun, dun. You get the premium stall here. I mean, they can probably get out, but we'll be careful. Normally, I would make a very, like in the back, I made really low single space so they can't, because horsies are tricksy. They have a tendency to get out of their pens. And I was going to put hay bales in I put just a little bit of decorative hay out here, but I was hoarding the hay for the mud making. I guess we can use it for decoration now, since I have all the mud I could ever want. I still haven't fixed my multiple home problem. Maple Bottom, you look good in that stall, my friend. And it'll stop scaring me every time I hear him Winnie. Next to the base. Okay, the other thing I did, so on that adventure, I found the mud. Yay. And I found mineshaft. I also found a whole bunch more seeds for things. And plants for things. Let's just go to the garden, because I've already put them in there. So I found potatoes. Woo! I think we found those together. And I finally planted them. Yes, yes. I found cabbage, which is very exciting. Different kind of tomatoes. Tomatoes from Let's Do Farm and Charm, which are super cute. They grow too high like a tomato does kind of in real life. Tomatoes get tall, in case you didn't know that. That's wild lettuce, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I found a different kind of corn. This is the Let's Do Farm and Charm corn. And this, I didn't plant any because we already had corn. Hold on. I think I found a different corn. So we have Let's Do Farm and Charm corn. Was it different? Maybe it was all the same. Who knows? Okay, and I killed a bunch of pigs and chickens and everything while I was out wandering because, you know, we need the resources. I also gathered a whole bunch of onions. You can't grow onions from seeds, which I don't understand. Lettuce, what else? That was from the nether stuff. Potatoes. Got a lot of weird stuff, raw muscle meat. I did a little bit more fishing. Got a couple of loot crates. Got a supply crate and 2 iron crates. Let me empty the food out. Nothing but the sound of barrels sometimes in this. Okay, supply crate was fish and carrot carp. I'm not sure what a carrot carp does for us. You can make, any fish you can make fish oil. That's kind of cool. What do I do? Fish oil smelts items. You could use fish as fuel. That's kind of fun. Huh, who knew? Okay, and then 2 iron chests, which just filled us up with iron, fish, beetroot, cooked potatoes, some string and kelp, gold and seaweed. That's great. And the fishing rod. Well, the fishing rod's nice. Thanks, game. I think I've been putting the seaweed in here. Where are you? Might be in the fishing chest. That would make sense. I have been cooking up all of our kelp because we need it for create, right? 10 iron ingots. I won't say no to that. Oh, I also went mining. If you're looking at this chest and going, what the actual crap? I found one of the coolest underground biomes. It's like a redstone cavern. Bonus, the redstone glows, so it was lit up. So there were no mobs, which is great. But it was also chock full of cinnabar, which is what we used to turn into redstone. In fact, I wore out the grindstone. You need diamonds to repair it. So it turns into redstone as you right click with it. Oop, so I don't want to break the redstone. Break the grindstone. Because they're expensive. And I got a ton of iron and copper. And I do want to use our create setup today to do some ore processing in the background while we do other goodies. So raw iron nuggets, I think if we put them in a 9x9, yeah, they turn into raw iron, which is great. And then the same thing is true with the copper nuggets. This is all from Spelunkery, which has some really cool features. Okay, so I'm gonna let's just do the iron. I mean, we need to do it all, but I'm nosy about numbers, right? Curious, very curious. Don't ever let your curiosity disappear. So I've set this up so that it does this automatically. So we just put a chute right underneath the grinding wheels with a barrel underneath that. I tested it with some cobblestone. And then up here is an andesite funnel that points right at the top of the grinding wheels, and it will let out one item at a time. So we have 3 stacks plus 17. And it will grind those one at a time right now. But I don't think that's a problem. We're just going to let that do its thing. And we'll come back and check on that after we do a little fun decorating. Okay, yeah, this is... I guess the only problem is going to be that it won't set down until I come by and clear out the dirt. The tree can't grow, and it won't set down the saplings. That's alright. Wow. Look at it, what it's already done. That's perfect. That's all we need. That's all we need you to do. I'm going to take some sticks with me, because we have other recipes I want to make. Oh, I also learned about the Villager Plus. So, okay, I get distracted. Villagers Plus, super fast, adds 4 new villagers to the world. An aquatic villager, a kind of enchanted-y villager, a flower trading villager called a botanist, and one I forget. If we look at their crafting stations, we can see. A farming villager. So a flower tub. So you make a flower tub, you can make an aquarium, you can make an alchemist table, and you can make an enchanted basin. And an enchanted basin lets you store XP. So that's brilliant. We just need to find an amethyst geode, which I still haven't found, despite all my mining. There's got to be one. But you can make an alchemist table and make trades with alchemists. So we're going to set up a little villager trading house here too, so that we can have a couple of different villagers. Like, we need it. I don't get enough XP to do good enchanting, right? Because I don't have a mob farm of any kind. So we need villagers for their enchanted books. So we need a couple library villagers and a couple of farmers to trade with. But some of the villager plus guys also have some great trades. And their little trading workstation here, which you don't interact with, but they do. You can customize it by adding up to 4 different aquatic plants and an aquatic creature. Like if we find an axolotl, we can put an axolotl in here. If we find sea pickles or coral, we can decorate it. I'm just really... so I think we need to do that. Like they make, in addition to being useful with trading with the villagers, we can have an aquarium inside, which I find just adorable. So we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, the things I want to make before we go over to the house and start madly decorating. I saved everything that has dark oak because that's the accent wood I want to use on the whole build. And we have most of these are from Fetzies. Some from Hearth and Home. There's lattice. There are dark oak shoji drawers. I saved some sugarcane so we could make a metric ton of paper and make some shoji doors. These are Japanese sliding doors, in case you didn't know. And I think that size is going to be good. I hope we like these. There's also trapdoors. I'm out of sticks already. It's amazing. Give me some of those. Okay, maybe we don't need that many of those. So I got some trapdoors, some shoji drawers, and I think we can use these, yeah, as little windows. That's why I wanted to make some of them. Oh! You right click them, they open. Oh my god. Oh, maybe we use them as shutters? Oh, they're too cool for school. Okay, we'll get to the blue dye in a minute. I want to work on accents and then roofs. So Fetzies also has dark oak handrails. We just need some stripped dark oak logs. Guess what? We can do that automatically. I just need one to act as a filter on our automatic log stripper here. So if I throw a bunch of this in here, in fact, let me grab some more. This is why we did all the automation. So our decoration would be seamless. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do 6 stacks of that. And I feel like our oak tree is slowing down here. Yeah, the dirt blocks, like, what kind of bizarre mechanic is that? I don't even know. Okay, let's sleep so the trees can grow. If you didn't know, plants and trees need a minimum light level of, I think, 7 to grow. And while we're sleeping-ish... Did I not turn on sound? Oh my god. Okay, let's sleep so the trees can... No, sound's been on. That's good. If you didn't know, plants and trees... I was very concerned. I'm sure Melissa would have told me if there was no sound. Okay. Let's have a snack. We've had a bunch of Windows updates, so I'm super paranoid. In case that was unclear. You're taking your sweet time, but that's alright. A little, like, how do we get rid of the dirt? If I put the plow on here, it'll plow up plow up the trees. But if I put the drill on here, it might mess up the tree chopping. No, I think we'll just have to babysit it. It makes wood so fast. Like, we get... Give me that. We get wood so fast from it that I think babysitting it's fine. Okay. Let's make our fancy handrails so we can go up to the build and do some things. Somehow I have so much stuff in my inventory. Handrails. This is what we're doing. Dark oak handrails. That's what I needed the stripped oak for. Give me that. Thanks. Let's use this right here. Okay. Just gonna make like a stack-ish. I want to just try everything. And then we should also make, we have dark oak pillar trim, which I think sounds cool. I don't know if we'll use it. Let's see. And then dark oak corner trim. Because we need things that are going to add shape to this. Because right now it's very blocky. And so the more things we have that have little detailed touches. Like I want to make these dark oak short benches. Not because I want benches, but because I think they'll make really cool building trim. On the sides of the building. And the dark oak shelf, same thing. So if I got a bunch of actual oak and made some slabs, I could make shelves. There's so many things. I made way too much paper. That's okay. Don't need torches right now. There are other... What else was I going to make? Okay. I already have some of the dark oak fences and fence gates. And then this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is how I turned this corner without the fence touching the other blocks. So you have your regular fence, right? And then you have something called a... And then you have a block there. Normally, if you put more fence down, it would connect to it, right? But these dark oak fence extensions are just half a fence. So you can end your fence in the next block without worrying about it connecting. Genius. Absolute genius. And you make these by just throwing dark oak in a stone cutter. In fact, all three of these. So if I did a little of this, everywhere I don't want fence to connect to the building, I can have some of these. And then grab another few fences and then fence gates. Just because they don't have a... I'm not going to use them as gates. But as, like, building decoration, look at them. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, they do still open. Maybe that's an idea. Right? A lot of times building is about looking at other blocks differently than how you would normally use them. Okay, we're gonna... clean this up one more time and let it go. I'm sure when we come back there'll be nothing but dirt blocks. Okay, did you not want to cut that tree down? Okay, it's weird that you can't cut that down. Oh, because it grew its trunk in the non-grass growing area. Well, that's okay. Ooh, they're very, stick heavy. Let me go make a quick upgrade for that. Since I think we have everything we need. Upgrade templates are... I need a blank upgrade base, which is iron. They're very metal heavy, but worth it. So we can use them on other things. Let's do a copper one. And then the iron one. Sometimes that iron one costs blocks of iron. But thank goodness in this pack it's the default recipe. So that's great. So that'll let us put 4 times. So if I sort it. Yeah, nice. Okay, are you happy? Just let the tree farm run. We're gonna end up with 4 barrels and barrels full of wood. Oh, let's check our iron. Okay, we put 3 stacks plus 17. And we got 6 stacks plus 54. So we doubled our iron with no problem at all. Wow. I'm gonna go start cooking some of that up. That is fantastic. Let's do the same for our copper. We got so much we don't even have room for it. That's amazing. You know what? I'm gonna do zinc first. Well, zinc and some of the copper. I'll take as much copper as I can carry. Ooh, another tree bites the dust. Alright, I'm so glad this is working. What a great... Hello. Mr. Barrel. There we go. Okay, that'll do its thing. I think there's enough room in there for everything. I'll take the gravel. Since we don't need it. This really is such a little... Such a menace. The dirt. Why are there dirt blocks? Like, I don't understand. Those are from regions unexplored, I'm pretty sure. Well, whatever, it's fine. We will get to the house this morning, I promise. I keep getting distracted by making use of everything we've done. Okay, and I have plenty of scaffolding. Yes, and we should go ahead and make some roofs while we're over here. Oh, I was going to use the grinder to grind the... Let me just put that in here. We want... Look at it. Crushing raw copper. So great. Okay, it's going to make at least double what's in there, and that's a regular sized chest. Let's upgrade the barrel just to copper at least to add a couple rows. And to do that, where's all my redstone? I've turned it all into blocks. That's a feature. Gotta get sticks out of my trash can to use. It's terrible. Circlet. Yeah, I found a ton of copper. Oh, and I used the points that I had when we ended the last stream to make a pickaxe with Fortune 2. So, not perfect, but that helped a lot with ore gathering. Gave us a little more bang for our buck. Not perfect. But I think that's what villagers are going to be for. We'll get some unbreaking and Fortune 3 and stuff like that. to get our gear up and some protection 4 and all that. I made that upgrade and then put it away, didn't I? That's a feature of the Winnie brain before she's finished her first cup of tea. It's not even caffeinated. Maybe that's the problem. There we go. Okay, now I won't worry about that overflowing and somehow losing all of our drops. And we're not going to look at the back of that today. Just going to focus on the front. I want to work on the yellow side so that we have a theme. So that we kind of know what we're doing in terms of making accents on here. So if I were to put a shoji drawer here, oh my god, that's so cool. Very fairy-like. So then between these two, oops, I should be able to deal with any size window, right? That's cool. Now, I guess the only problem is that we can't look out. But, and do we like it, first of all? Yeah, I actually do. That's good. Now, how do we use the stuff that we've made to help add interest to this really boring building? I love these. I do. But then what? Do I need to have some just regular dark oak shapes like stairs and slabs? Probably. What does our dark oak railing look like? They connect, which is kind of cool. Oops. I can't jump over you. Why? Because you're a handrail. That's funny. Gimme. Do you place in a different place if I face another direction? You do. Do we like it better? Oh god, just spamming them everywhere. Do we? Oh, wait. They go everywhere. Look at them. You can put multiples in a block. I was kind of going for... Oh, they won't go anywhere that they don't have support underneath. That's interesting. I mean, we're probably gonna have... Do we have Japanese fairies? Is that what we're ending up with? I feel like that might be the case. Can I not put one there? I can put one in front. Can I put one here? Do I have to point at this one? Why? Why won't you let me put one there? Okay, that's really not the look we're going for, but I want to use these as for shaping this. So what if we did dark oak trim? Can I use a half a fence? These set down basically everywhere. You have no idea how hard it is to place them. Can I set these against you? And then put a little of this. Okay, that's very cool, but too far away. Now she's making holes in the wall. And I think we want you to go this way. Yeah, you definitely have to have something to set them against. So having the fence post there is a placeholder. And then I think we can get rid of them and it doesn't hurt it. Like that. And then our cool... Aw, the benches are at the bottom of the block. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Do I have horizontal oak pillar trim? I don't think so. We're just playing, right? That's boring. And I think we should have some basic, like, stairs and slabs and things. And maybe we make our shapes with those and then use the special blocks as accents. Okay, let me make something I've been wanting to make, and that is a saw. I think I've saved it. Yeah, the universal sawmill. Does that get us... Okay, iron sticks, slabs, and wooden fences. Iron. Speaking of iron, let's cook some more. Sticks. What am I missing? I put away all that iron. And am I missing one slab? Yes, I am. Nope. It's like it's my first day. There we go. Universal sawmill. Let's go. Tell me you let me make, like, anything. Yes, I love it. Okay. Make signs, trapdoors, item shelves, lattice. Ooh, mosaic stair slat. Oh, those are good. All the fences we've been using. Pet bowls. Ooh, double frame beam block. What are you? Right click 2 times with any solid block to set its texture. Ooh. That's important. Dark oak lattice, path planks, and wooden rails. And a bunch of different dark oak variations. Okay, let's get some dark oak out. And at the very least, let's do a handful of stairs. And a handful of slabs. And I don't need wooden the oak slabs right now. Or extra sticks. Or cobblestone, for that matter. And what else do we want? Item shelves. Can be placed on wall or ceiling and can be climbed. Right click on plants in your hand to place it in. Well, we need some of that. Because that's too cool. A chair. Okay, the mosaic. I want to see what the mosaic looks like. 2 of those. We have plenty of those. What does the beam block do? And the frame? Who knows? We have dark oak pillars, lattice. Okay, let's start there. This is the cozy building process of trying to figure out also constantly babysitting the tree farm. It'll be fine. Okay, and you finished making those strip logs for us, and I'm dying to know how this is going. So it's working through the zinc. Haven't gotten to the flowers yet, I don't think. No. Oh, there it goes. We have begun. That's perfect. Yay, automation. Okay. I feel like maybe I should have started with a balcony. And I guess these don't need to be... It doesn't need to be perfect, right? Like, we can fix it as we go. Let's, what do we do? Let's use our little half fences that don't connect. And then put... I've lost where the... There, these. Put these above them. Even though they don't connect, it's fine. And then use the parquet, mosaic, whatever. The mosaic versions of these blocks in between. Maybe not those, maybe slabs. Like that. Okay, I'm liking that. And then not do handrails. Let's figure out something over here. Because keep it simple, right? If we echoed what's going on over here with something here. Can I jump over there? No, but I can walk over there. And put a little... What if I set the oak trims down? What if I put you here? Would you stay there? No, you kind of do a thing. But if I gave you something to stick to, and then got rid of what's under my feet, and then we went and looked at you, that's kind of cool. Wait, do we need that? No. And then we can do something on top. Right? Little touches, and they need to be different. All different all the time, because whimsical, right? So now we can do fun things with the handrail. Should we use the dark oak instead of the yellow? No, I think we're gonna do... We're just gonna follow the outline that we have. Now, why could I put... Oh, I can. I just can't figure out how to do it. Let's see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like so. Nice. I can't get over it because handrail. That's fine. We don't really care. I just want it to look nice. Yes, that's very cool. And then maybe instead of our little yellow blocks up here, we did some of these. Right? Or should we leave the yellow and use the... I think we should leave the yellow and use these on it. So we'd have like this. But then the ends would be like this. And then we could do... Oops. Something underneath. What would we do underneath? Can we put the trim upside down? Haha, we can. That's cool. And then what if we put railing in between and around the edges? Please don't have anything to break this. Just bring it up. Thank you. Like so. Let's go take a look at that. Just for giggles. Like overall. What kind of vibe is that giving? Well, it's giving you left all your blocks broken everywhere. That's the first vibe. Let me clean up my mess here. There we go. Because as much as I appreciate the blocks glowing, they're very distracting. Okay. Yes, I think I need to do something. It's a little bulky up here. I think my first instinct of putting them against the wall is better. And we need to do something with this. I don't know what, though. I wish we could make slabs out of the yellow. I don't... Oh, we can. And fences and things. They're just not in the... Okay, maybe I need to put them in the sawmill. Yeah, if we could get slabs under the balcony instead of a whole block, that would be great. Well, let's do that. I hope it doesn't... I don't think it'll break the railing, right? Please tell me you won't break the railing. Okay, good. And I need those. Need those, need those. So we can do some of these. Don't need a lot, just a few. And we will match. And then let's get, oops, up here. I like the railing there in between. I don't think we need... Do we need anything more than that? I don't think so. Bonk. And then do we need doors in here? I feel like yes, just to be consistent. And we can always get to them. And then if I were really cool, I would make a little narrow walkway over to our ladder. So that we could get in and out these doors. Without moshing ourselves. Okay. Oops. All that to not fall, and then I fell. It's a feature. Can you give me that? Thank you. still managed to leave. Oops. I'm like, why do I hear a heartbeat? Oh, because you're almost croaked from building, Winnie. That's a feature. Come on, let me eat. Gotta eat my bacon and eggs. So I think this will work. Now, there's not going to be a roof on top of the yellow. Like, there might be a roof trim. But there's actually a balcony up there. So maybe we should head up there and balconize. It's the new word. Lighting. We also need to look at, we have chipped. We need to look at how to make pretty lanterns for this. Wow. Yes. Yes, maybe the balcony itself needs to be dark oak. And we need some kind of little something on the top of that window. Like just a little bitty shade, something. Maybe that's where the benches will come in handy. So if I did this and we use, where are they? That's a shelf. If I used the short bench like that, yeah, I kind of like that. Just as a little cover. And then we'll use that for the anything that's a tiny window, a square, or the sideways rectangle. Maybe let's use the mosaic slab for the balcony and see how that looks. I don't really know. I don't know if we want to put if it's too much. Like, you can overdo it, I guess. Can you overdo it? I don't know. Okay, that's the mosaic. Because it's interesting. We like it. Let's look at that. Oh, that's much better. That looks cohesive. To have the actual balcony material be dark. And then you don't notice that the idea is to not notice that the yellow is just a giant square, a giant rectangle. Like, that's the whole purpose of all of this. Is to make sure we aren't building in squares. Even though you really have to build in squares. Let's go sleep and then see what that looks like from... Looks pretty good. Look at some zombies and things. I double checked light levels around the base. We should be good at night for the most part. Around here. And up into the create stuff. And around the house. Oh, that already looks better. Like, coming around the corner, that already looks better. Much more detailed. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do, because I was talking about it being a big boring yellow box, I do want to use the flowering logs. Give me 64. It does. And do you have flowering item shelf? So cute. You do have flowering slabs. And fences and buttons. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to use the whole block. And I think we want to, so we're going to try. I'm going to try to make this look like, you know, the flowers have been growing on the wood. Rather than just I spammed flowering blocks on the building. I mean, it should be fine. Right? So that it trails up. And then let's try to do the same thing over here. It's easy. I think it's probably easier to think of this in terms of how veins in marble work. If you're having problems with where to put things to make them look natural. I do that with my paths too. That's a little stair-steppy. Let's do one little fix by making that a flower log and that a flower log. And then picking up our random blocks. And maybe doing just a couple here. Oops. Whatever mod that is, I hate it. There we go. The whole, like, place blocks on the inside edge and outside edge. I mean, I love it when I'm trying to bridge across a lava gap, but and I know there's a toggle for it. There we go. That's good. Okay, now it's all about layers, right? Layers and layers and layers. Now we got another layer of, if I can find it. I don't know that we need moss. Let me put some of this in the bucket. Yeah, for some reason I put the oak leaves in the saplings drawer. You know, like you do. Now, we don't want to go crazy here. And we want it to mat. So I'm going to add, not subtract. Oops. And we're going to do it. We need to make the outside consistent and then I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making it up as I go. We don't want crazy leaves. We're not here for crazy. We're here for bushes that make things better. Too bad I can't climb up bushes. Just a little. Just a little. I'm going to put some up here in this corner too. Koala! My friend, how goes it? How are you, my dear? Hopefully those all come back down here. Now, why are things growing up there? I don't know. Just a little bit of greenery. Okay, and then just expand that to the whole thing, right? Greenery? Yeah, the moss is going to make a huge difference. In fact, I think I am going to dig little... I don't have much of this, but we can go get more. This came from that biome that's right near spawn. And I'm kind of hoping that we could use bone meal. Because this is supposed to be a mossy tree stump, right? I'm just going to stick those in there for now and then wonder why they're there later. Give us some grass, it should. But does it give me... Yes, that's what I want. Are the baby saplings. Which I don't have room in my inventory for. The baby bushes, like so. Because it's a mossy log. That's part of the reason I left these gaps, so we could say, oops, that they were moss filled, and the moss kind of covers and spills down here. I probably won't be that delicate about it, but there you go. That's the idea. I feel like we have a little bit of greenery up there, but that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. And because we have all this cool stuff here, do we want... I'm kind of thinking we want the mosaic on the path, too. Also... There we go. Oh, I can't path those. That's fine. We'll just replace a couple of them with the moss blocks. And I think with dirt, if I bone meal you, yeah, you give me like carpety things and turn other blocks into moss. Nice. Just a little. Not crazy. We're not going crazy. But we kind of want to convert some of the area around. Yeah. Just little touches. Here we go. Something, something. Because this, of all the things in Minecraft, the most fairy-like thing, I think, is are the moss and the flowering azalea and stuff. Beautiful. Me likey? Me likey. We're a little moss heavy over there, but I don't think that's a problem. We can always use the blocks that we pick up to extend the wood out. Like I did in the first place. There we go. Okay. Now we just have to do that on all of them. But I like that we have... Like, I have the plan. You found another Minecraft mod pack that might be interesting, says Koala. It's called the Aged mod pack. Oh, sorry, Aged Reworked. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds cool. I'm also going to put some fences down here and use this one lantern we have left to give us some light. And I want to replace... Was my other goal replacing the fences that we had with these cool... Ow, berries. Thanks. These cool Asian ones from Fetsy's Decorations. Oops, I think I just destroyed an asparagus plant. Nope, it was... Yep, definitely asparagus. Asparagus. Can I make a seed out of you? I can. Nice. So we can kind of putter around in the garden. Replace some of our pine fences with the cute ones. Oops. You know what? That's okay. Happy mistake. We're going full Bob Ross on the garden decorating. Just accept what happens. Get happy trees. Happy mistakes. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a couple like that. Because I have this instinct to go through this gap every time I come into the garden. So I'd rather just not get in the way of myself. There's some carrots. Nice. Put the one carrot. Also seeds, also asparagus. How do we even get here? Do I have more moss? It's in miscellaneous blocks. We do. And we can multiply it by taking it down into the mine shaft and bone mealing it and then digging it up. It's not hard. There we go. I do like the dark oak. And I like the slightly fancier fences. Okay, I think we're gonna do the same thing in this gap where I do a fence and a fence with a torch instead. Domestic Minecraft. Chill fence replacement. I also need to move the orchard today. I did plant, if you can see it in the distance, we got some sugarcane going, which I have not lit up at all. So we should probably do that after I grab this duck egg and throw it. Nope. Okay. So if I were a torch, I'm not sure I really want to put fences around this, but we can maybe do a little, just a little squaring off so we can come over here and collect things without too much trouble. And I need more fences. Good thing we have the technology to do that. How's it? Oh yeah, that's gonna be good when all of those are decorated in that way. Is the vision getting better? Yes, right? Less boxes, more fairy village stuck in a stump kind of thing. It's gonna be so cool. We'll have vines, we'll have flowers. Oh yeah, flower boxes. I didn't even think about that. We might, but we'll try to fit some of those in. And then I have these two moss carpets. What shall we do with you? I'm gonna put you on the path up here. And I'm gonna make this more like a little bit of a staircase. Maybe if I get rid of you. There we go. A little bit more I can run up it in here instead of having to jump. Okay. That is good. That is good. Okay, we need more of these mosaic dark oak. I definitely need another stack of fences. Age reworked. I'll have to take a look at that. Might be worth doing a mod spotlight on. Just to check it out. Do I have... Still want to see if we can use those for anything. Let me grab some more dark oak since we have managed to go through what we had. Are you stuck yet? You're still trekking along. Just doing a little bit of babysitting. Like, let's cut this tree down. Oh, that's a feature. Four should be plenty. And then if I come down here and say, make me a bunch of these. And a bunch of these. Because I have a feeling the mosaic stairs are really going to be cool. And then dark oak fence. I don't want to frame... Oh, dark oak. What do I have? I used them all. Dark oak fence extension. Yeah, just plain old. Dark oak fence. Need a whole stack of those. Dark oak extension. I think we have... I think it's going to be the dark oak fence that we use the most of. You know what? Let's just do a whole other stack of those. I need to make more lanterns too. I don't think I have any hiding in here. Nope. Don't quite have enough room to make... Let's see. Can you just sit in there for a second? Thank you. There are 11. And there are another few. Lantern math is hard. Don't know why. There we go. Up. Do we need this one? I feel like we have a lot of light around us, but let's hang one possibly right where that one used to be, because I hate to ruin the lighting scheme here. Good. Anything on a single pole can just stay that way. It's fine. Because we won't be able to tell the difference. It's the multiple... so weird that you grow so weird. I don't understand that. I'm gonna put 3 here. I just put these out to put lights up. Like, literally, that's their only function. Okay, anything in a tree is fine. I just want our theme to be consistent across our territory here. There we go. See, we're doing some of the stuff I normally do off screen because it's... I mean, it's fun, but it's a little bit boring. Domestic fun. Anything else? Oh yeah, let me finish lighting up the sugarcane, because I have a feeling that'll be important. In fact, let's turn on carpet mode and see where we are with lights. That's good. If I put a couple up here, that gets us the most of the way over here. We could probably stick 1 there and deal with all that. Yep. What we want is all green. All green all the time. Well, just so we can run around the base peacefully. Somehow. There we go. That takes care of that. Just far enough away that we don't have creepers like spawning on our head. Right? That's all I really care about. Like, is it distant enough that we can be comfortably at our base and not be assaulted? That's good. I feel like any more just becomes torch spam, right? Everything here is still lit up. I don't have any orange on the base. No. Okay. That's good. Turn that off. That is, if you look up light when you're searching for mods in Fabric, this one's like light with a twist, something, something. Okay. Oh, we have another... I'm not going to chop you down because your base is actually not where my saws can reach. That's okay. We'll just save the dirt. Owie! Apple, dirt. Are you still carrying around the little chunk of... Yeah. Should drop those off this time around. Nice. How full are you in terms of saplings? You okay? I mean, yeah, you have 1 more barrel. They'll be fine. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's go grab our blue dye and do a little bit with the roof right now. Ooh, exciting. I'm gonna go cook up some of this zinc too. Because we can. And because I need to replace the charcoal in these. Still can't seem to get I think we just need to update storage drawers. The mod pack had an update recently, which I was very impressed with since they hadn't updated since July. I was very happy they had updated. Okay, zinc and zinc. We should probably turn those into a super smelter where we feed coal into the back of them with drawers underneath, and we can just smelt all the ores. But, you know, we have other stuff to do right now, which involves making mud. Specifically, mud bricks. Okay, we got our mud bricks. What are we doing? We're making some roofs. So I need blue mud bricks. There are those. What other colors do we want to make? That cooker, the roaster, keeps scaring me with that little noise. And this is the real question. Do we want to have the colors on the roofs match their color? Or should they be contrasting, like complementary? Like, should the red building get a yellow roof? I feel like it should. So yellow is probably the answer to the next color question. And I think we already have a ton of yellow dye. We do. Nice. I'm going to put some of our blue up. Yep, pretty sure that's what I want. I hope that's what I want. Yellow and then potentially red. Spucky, that's a poppy. Warata. I mean, I'd rather use the stuff we dug up from the fields, right? And then Warata, do you grind into 2? You do. So we could plant one of you. This is what I did with the other ones. Grab some bone meal. Because goodness knows we have a ton. Right click and get a whole bunch of these other flowers. Do. Nice. 63 of them, in fact. Because I planted one. And we could take it over here. And I'll do like 1.5 stacks of them. And they will turn into lovely red dye. And while that's doing a thing, we can go sleep. So we don't actually get blown up by the 7 creepers that are hiding in the forest behind that. Famous last words. Okay. Give me money. How are you doing? Okay. Still going. Not out of room yet. That's excellent. We have a stack. There we go. A stack will do for now. And I completely missed that. Let's try that one more time. There we go. So we have red, yellow, and blue roof potential. I'm assuming they all do like this. Okay, there's 60 of those. $60 of those. Oops. Need to make more of these. Okay. Okay, let's do we want to put But I don't know. Do we want to put the blue on the red? The yellow on the red? I think the yellow on the red. So let's go... Let's go up to the yellow balcony. If I can get up there. Do like this, because I'm trying to learn the... There we go. And then up to the red, and then I don't even know what to do from here. So, I made the shapes like we were going to do triangles, like a standard triangle roof. And this already has a pop out. Wow, that's bright! That's pretty cool. Okay, all we can do is try it, right? Holy brightness. They feel super easy to put down. Like, and they make a funky, like, mud sound when you set them down. Should we go make sure that we like this before I do the whole thing? I feel like that would be wise. Oh, and while we're in here... let's do some shoji joji. In the windows. It is. I think it'll be fine. I'm like, oh, I'm overthinking the I can't see out aspect, I think. Oh. Really? Because when it comes down to it, what we're really going for is the aesthetic of a house, right? We're going to do all of our... Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, the shoji windows are really cool. Are there different colors of them? I didn't even look. They're different colored woods, but all the windows themselves are white. Okay. I mean, we could use the different color woods to make it pop. Like we could use the hot pink, the mahogany shoji. Like, or the crimson log shojis on the yellow. Or maybe even the acacia. I did go get acacia in my wanderings yesterday. Okay, I think... We'll get down here. Oh, the blue is really good. But they're dark oak underneath. I feel like I should replace the red blocked edging with dark oak. I think that's a must. Is that high enough? Don't know. Yep, that's pretty close. So like this. And not dark oak blocks, obviously. But like fancy things. So should we do... This is what I'm wondering. Do we do something like this? Do we do like the mosaic? Do we just put a slab under it? Maybe we do some combination. Maybe we do these down here. And then the mosaic to the side. If I would get out here in the middle. That's kind of cool, actually. So we can put red behind it, right? Ooh, that's fancy. And then we could tuck that red behind it so it's all solid. I like that. Let me get these so we can use them. Ooh, that's a little bit far down. I'm just saying. Let me grab these so we can just use them. Because I'm just gonna hop over the top, maybe, possibly like this. Yep. Pardon me, coughing fit. Blech. I like it. Yes. Let's go down and be sure. I mean, ignoring this. Ow! Ignoring the. Yeah, I need to put these somewhere else. Like with a protective barrier on them. That's good. Is that too heavy? Not blue enough? No, I think it's going to be perfect. I think we'll do some version of that for all of them. And that means I will copy the balcony format and the over the window pieces for this one. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's have a snack. We'll do balcony first. So that means we need the mosaic slabs, which should be in my inventory. Yep. And then if I would pop up a little bit, we could put the fancy railing. Oops. Well, note to self, you can put it on scaffolding. So cute. And then we can pop in these. If I jump far, there we go. Well, maybe we do just leave those open. That's cool. And pick that up. Not sure how we did that. Okay, then what do we do over here? We did facing that way and then those across the top. So I kind of did a little of this. And one more. A little of this. And then how did we get those up there? I think I put a block underneath so I could lay these on the top, right? Oh. Yes. Good, good. Give me that back. Thank you. And then do the same thing over here. Where we had... Is there enough room for this? I don't know. placeholder block, and then these are on top, and then we did a little of that, and then we get rid of all this so we can look at it. Y'all need light up here. Pick up all our stuff. And then see how that looks. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go right up into the sky. Nice. Yes, and with the blue roof, that'll be cute. I think I will bring the roof down one more. Like, so that we have one more roof tile here. And here. Maybe, or just get rid of that red. Maybe replace it with the trim or something underneath. That's too chonky. Okay, so the whole roof in blue. Definitely. Das ist gut. Hop down here, grab our scaffolding. Maybe sorta. Race through the gardens. Over the river and through the woods. Into the panda bed we go. And have another sip of tea. It's chilly here this morning, which means even my tea mug holder is not really standing up to keeping the tea hot. I'm gonna make another handful of these, yes. Because I think that's a little more roof than I bargained for up there. Need to think about pathways here too. Oh, it's looking kind of cool, isn't it? I love that there are fast ladders in this pack. That makes a huge difference for traversing things. Yeah, I think we don't need that. We need something there, but not that. Oop, that has to stay. Okay, we are going to just make this kind of flat and boring, but I think that's okay. That is what even? I don't know what that was. Give me that back. There, we'll put a whole block. I was crouched and that did something very bad. With the scaffolding. That's weird. Don't do that. I don't want to lose these. They cost a lot to make, despite me finding mud in another biome. I am going to bring them out over the edge here. And we're just going to blend into this building. Like we're going to stop when we get to that building edge, obviously. Ew, it just magically makes a corner. Wow. I wish all roofing blocks did that. If we can, that is really annoying me. That it does that when it's next to the scaffolding. Stop, please. Nope. Bad roof. No cookie. Oops. We'll get those in a second. I think we're going to have enough. More auto corners. Cool. Ah! Guess I'd better clean up in here before I trap myself. Like so. Like so. Almost. There we go. Somehow you made a... We need a magnet. But I think the only magnet we can make is using magnetite, and I haven't found a magnetite, I think, like deposit. What is up with that weird configuration? Is it because I'm crouching, maybe? Okay, that's cool. I'm going to shove a shoji drawer in that while we're up here. Same with all of these. That's the wrong direction. It's okay, we have the technology to fix it. If only the front side of this gets done today, we're not going to worry about that. Okay. This also needs some kind of archway. And I think we'll do the same thing we did on the front. What do I do? Like this, and then the cool fence. Oh, those join. We need the non-joining dark fence extensions. And the mosaic slabs, right? That's what we ended up doing here. I think something similar to that. Yep. And then here, I think I just want to put one of these underneath that window. Maybe. Possibly. This is supposed to be stairs. And I wonder if we should just make it mosaic stairs. I do that from here. Barely. Yes. Doop. Doop. And then I can do something like that, and then adds to the structure. Right. There's no room at the end. Okay, down we go. Let's take a look at our work in progress here. Yeah, the roof looks cool. Okay, those stick out a little bit, so I need to put something underneath. Maybe just the mosaic slabs. Oh, no. Let's do the, not lattice. Whatever we used on the yellow. I think I just slapped the railing on there, right? Like this. So that it gives like a visual impression of there being something there. Without having to have something there. Do y'all have a balcony on you? No. Is that going to stop me? No. Can I set scaffolding on here? Yay. Oh. Didn't have to go that far up. Okay. Oh no, I'm on some kind of mini balcony that we haven't done. There we go. I just want to slap these up here. Nope, not there. Or there. Or there. Something like that. And then you guys are going to go away and be replaced with those. But I don't think I can get far enough around here to put them in the right direction right now. Okay. Do that in a second. Every time I see movement out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, what's over there? You know what? Nope. I don't want to do that. Oh well. There we go. We'll rescue all of our blocks. All the scaffolding. See, there was a reason I made all of this, like, steppy-uppy. Because I knew we would need to come over here and fetch things that fell. Yeah, the shoji drawers look good. Okay, it's too bad we don't have any red flowering planks, because we need to break up the red, right? With something different. So maybe if we used a darker, either mangrove or redwood. Probably the redwood from Nature's Spirit. And I happen to have gone sapling hunting. And I think we have a few. That's regions. Didn't I get both kinds of redwoods? Oh, the biomes we've gone. Magnolia, region. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe I didn't get the Nature Spirit ones. No, I have the biomes we've gone and the regions unexplored. I got a sexual sapling. Just saying. That has gross wood though. I saved it. There. It's kind of gray. If brown was gray. Oh, we have rainbow eucalyptus. That might look good in the green. I think that would look good in the green. Let's see. It's kind of this funky... That might look good in the red too. Might look like stuff growing. Potentially. Sleepy time. Let's go try it out. It's a... You know what? Let me grab the other redwood too while we're here. We have... So my inventory is just not big enough for a project with this many blocks. I'm just saying. Okay, there we go. Let me just grab some of the other... I think, oh, the biomes we've gone is a darker red. It's almost pink. The regions unexplored looks like acacia, which we have. It's just more orange. And I got some willow, which is like a nice pale green, and ironwood. Ooh, what's that one? Wait, hold on. Palm log. That might look good in the yellow. What? How yellow is that? It is slightly... Let's try it. So tired of chasing bulls. Like if we just said kind of, you know, down here in the darker, kind of damper corners, you may get some palm that looks like this. That's cool because it's got kind of a green tint to it almost. Okay, let's try the eucalyptus in with the green. I don't want it to be too stark of a difference. But I think this might do nicely. Especially if we make sure to do little veins of it. Right? Then that starts to look a little less MC Escher and a little more fairy. That's too big of a chunk of it. Hold on. I'm looking at this and thinking, psh, don't get stuck in a hole. But also, that we should probably use fences. Like, what else can we make from the rainbow? Doors, fences, slabs, stairs, signs. I really want to use, how do I not, where's all my sticks at? There we go. Like, maybe our decorations on here are slightly different than the others. And we use some of the rainbow. Like, we'll also use the dark oak, but use the rainbow as an accent. Give me those. Kind of want, like, up under the roof eaves. Along the sides. Now we're just in the throw colors at the wall stage. Yeah, see, that's kind of cool. That's a way to tie them into the green. Especially if I bring that all the way down. Like, not too many of those. Maybe just that. Maybe not the cross pieces on top. Hold on. Something that emphasizes that I missed the verticality, the verticalness, the up and downness. Let me go rescue that piece of wood here. Da, da. And let's go ahead and put our shoji screens in here so that we can say, yes, we still like them even in the green. Oops. Can I reach that? Yep. A little closer. That's good. That's balcony. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then this corner would be more... That's the other thing I want to see if this will work. I got some of the... Not mossy cobblestone. Hold on, I picked up... Out of a strange biome I was in. I think the redwoods. Picked up these. Mossy stone. From the biomes we've gone. And we also have nephrite. Which I thought would be a good accent along with the moss. So that we get different kinds of green in here. Like, not crazy amounts of it, because I think it's going to be really strong. But we need the cobble kind of ish in here. Why is my inventory so full? Because you've been working on a project, Winnie. Like, just a little tiny, and probably more emphasis on the rocks down here. Hold on, let me pick up that nephrite. Place you with dirt since nobody will be able to see you. I don't know, the nephrite's kind of the wrong color. Maybe in smaller doses. You can make slabs out of it. But I do want to do some mossy, leafy greenery stuff up around this. Oops. I need my shears out. I kind of want this to wrap around. Yeah. Ish. More zhuzhing is needed. But there would be points in the stump where it had grown over rocks and only little tiny pieces of the rocks were sticking out. Right? And then we would see the echo of that down here at the base. I do like the palm in there. Like, because it makes, like, shadow. Maybe put more up there around the edge. Okay. So, work in progress. Right. But it's coming along. Let's look at it from across the river. Since we know that distance makes for good perspective. Especially our beautiful farmyard here. Okay, it was blocky and eschery. Now, yes, it's getting personality. And color and shape and things that your eye is drawn to. And it's blending into the environment, which is also important. Like, before all is said and done, we'll grow a whole bunch of trees around it. Like, it'll be sitting in its own forest. A whole bunch of different kinds of trees. Yeah. Ooh, I'm in the dark. We hold up the light of enlightenment and say, that is all I have time for today. Thank y'all very much for watching and for hanging out with me on stream. I think we're making good progress on the house. Our little domestic puttering for today was fun. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. It helps me out, and I really appreciate it. In the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.